Fireball Beach Racers? Nah, that's old news. We're now on to the much better Thomasville Racing Legends. And I say much better because these are just way cooler. Like, it's as simple as that. These cars have completely new paint jobs, whereas of course the Fireball Beach Racers, they were just a little sandy, had that pearl finish. Of course we did get a new character, Michael Roeder, but would you rather have this Sandy McQueen or this awesome metallic Fabulous Lightning McQueen? I'd take this every single day. So yeah, this is the Walmart counterpart to the Fireball Beach series because it's exclusive to Target, and Thomasville here is exclusive to Walmart. Now my personal experience is that these are much more difficult to find. I've only found them at one store, and that was just a couple days ago, and people have been finding them actually for like the past month. So maybe I'm just unlucky, but in my area these are extremely rare. And if you see on the back here, they only show 3 out of the 6 in the entire series, and that of course I just wanted to mention Fireball Beach is way bigger. Like that series is about like 10 to 12 racers including the 4-pack, whereas this is only 6 currently, but they do plan on making more, and I'll try to talk about that later. But like I was just about to say, you can see Reb Meeker on the back here, the Gasprin 36 racer, and that is only 1 per case. Like there's only 1 of him per a case of this entire series, and there's like 2 of the rest of them, which makes him even harder to find. And so as you can see, I was not able to find Reb, but that's okay. We're just gonna continue on with the show. Reb's late, you know, if he shows up, fine, but we're just gonna go on without him like I did for Fireball Beach. I didn't have Danny Swervez, and I just did the video anyway because I don't want to hold up making a video just for 1 car. So these are $5 basically at Walmart. You get this cool artwork, although I do wish they made it unique to each character. We just have Fabulous McQueen on there with the cool wood and everything. You do have this new logo. Kind of looks like Lightning McQueen and Junior Moon there. I do like the wood effect even on the blister as well. They've done this before, like with the ice racers. They put like ice or, I don't know, icicles on the blisters. So this is wood, so that's pretty sweet. And yeah, like I said, I just really wish they changed up the card art. They're just getting a little lazy with it, you know. Same thing with Fireball Beach. But still a nice presentation. You do have the multi-language name tag down there. English, that looks like Spanish, Portuguese, and then a French. This is metallic Fabulous Lightning McQueen. Even though they just consider it regular Fabulous McQueen, there's clearly a big difference. On the back, like I already showed you, have Cal Weathers, who is there. Herb Curbler, who we got over here. Hopefully I can get Reb soon. You got Thomasville Racing Legends again. The, I don't know, more language stuff. You have a cool scene from the movie where they're training McQueen and Cruz. You got Louise, Junior Smokey, and River Scott. And that's pretty much it. Moving on now to Jackson Storm. This guy looks awesome. Now, when I initially saw that they'd be making this series, by the way, this one has a little bit different backing. You got Ponchy Wipeout and McQueen. But like I said, when I originally saw that they'd be making this series, I was a little bit like stunned. I was like, what are these? These are so weird. They're taking new, like current characters that are racing or maybe retired, like Ponchy and Cal, and then they're giving them these old paint jobs as if like they went and like did some sort of racing event. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but in my opinion, it is a little weird to me. I'm not a huge fan. I mean, Jackson, like I said, does look cool, but it's just strange, like the way he looks. It just looks a little out of character, you know, having like a modern racing next gen with old decals. But I guess it's kind of like a fun event. At least that's what I'm assuming it is. Here we got Cal Weathers. I think this might be my favorite one, or Ponchy. I like the stock cars quite a bit. Although Reb, I'm not a huge fan of the white on him. And here we got Punchy Wipeout. Now, I did actually pick up 2 sets of these. As you can see over on the right side, I actually have a couple more. So I was able to get 2 of each, just 0 of Reb, which is a little unfortunate. But oh well, like I said, no big deal. And I'll be right back with all these guys cracked open. So here we got them all lined up looking great, and I have to say that was a lot of fun. Opening up 5 cars at once, like just tearing the blisters off the car backs. So much satisfaction. If you're a cars collector, you know what I'm talking about, and you guys know the feeling. It's just a great feeling. But we're going to start here with classic Lightning McQueen. Fabulous Lightning McQueen with this cool metallic paint. So if you'd like to see my review of the regular Fabulous Lightning McQueen, the link will be in the description below, along with the card pop-up in the top right corner. But basically it is exactly how it sounds. The blue is completely metallicized now, along with the red rims, which is a nice detail that sometimes they forget to do. And it doesn't really show up too well on the camera, but the rims are metallic. They are exactly the same as the rims on Rust-eze Racing Center Lightning McQueen, which is definitely a nice touch without a doubt. So I'll just go through his decals. You do have Rust-eze there on the hood with his usual lightning bolts. A grand old smile that looks great. He's got his headlights in there. Fabulous Lightning McQueen on the side. It looks a little strange. Like it looks like some 70s or 80s where like everything was blinging like flashy because you got the red behind it, and the red wasn't as standout as it is on the metallic version. On the normal version, still looks cool though. You got the exhaust pipes on the roof here. You got Lightning McQueen, his little text. It's a little bit further down. Maybe that's probably just like a printing thing. It's probably a little bit different on every one. 95 in the corners. You got the roof flaps. I feel like everything stands out a little bit more. Like the metallic, these lines stand out a little bit more. Same with the roof flaps. I also like how they took the time to metallicize the roof or window bars, I should say. That's a nice touch. You got 95 there with the gas cap. And on the back, you got Rust-eze, the Hornet logo that Doc had. I'll show you here because I got Doc all the way back in the little Thomasville setup. But he had that on his trunk. So, of course, since he's now Fabulous McQueen, he's trying to honor, for Doc Hudson. 95, 95. And that is pretty much it. This side is exactly the same. On the base, you just got, your usual stuff. And there it is. If you'd like to see, that is the date stamp. I forgot how to read date stamps, so I couldn't really tell you what that means. So here we got all the, actually I was just about to say something else, never mind. Anyway, here we got all of the Fabulous Lightning McQueens. We got the Precision Series version in the middle there, which is probably one of the most sought after Precision Series cars. If I could get the hood open, that would be great. So there we go. You really got to get your nail in there, but that looks great. Which is your favorite? I have to say the Precision Series is my favorite, but the metallic version is definitely not far behind, even though it's supposed to be much less valuable, or I don't know how to really describe it, but the Precision Series version is supposed to be like the holy grail. We'll move now on to Jackson Storm, who's probably my least favorite from this series. He does look quite interesting though, and it is a little strange to me that they removed the text on the tires. Like as you can see, as you guys know, there's always that Lightyear text on the tires regardless of its next gen or just stock car. For next gens, it's obviously that close sliver right there with the little dashes and everything. But they removed it for Jackson Storm, which is weird because they didn't do that for Herb Curbler, and they didn't do it for McQueen, but they did it for the other stock cars. So it's just very strange, that they removed that text. Like you can see on Herb, it's still there. So I don't understand why they removed it. It doesn't make much sense to me at all. It kind of makes it look like unfinished. It just looks a little strange to me. But anyway, it looks like his sponsor is actually Sputterstop, which is kind of cool. Interesting to see Jackson Storm with something different than Igniter. But that's like the old logo for Sputterstop. Cold Engine Relief, of course. And we do have some more sponsors like Catmull Oil. The 2.0 is very retro there. You do have a revolting logo. What does that say? Gastonia, North Carolina. I wonder what that is supposed to mean. Up here we got Genuine Never Tire. That's pretty sweet. What does that say? Hold on, let me put it up to my face. I can't read that through the camera. The Liquid tire in a can. Wait. Yeah, that's what it says. The liquid tire in a can. So, again, not really sure what that is supposed to mean. On the roof here, he does have Jackson Storm in a retro font, 2.0 again, this time black instead of red. Roof flaps. I do like the silver outline on the window bars there. That's pretty sweet. Something that makes it stand out a little bit more, of course, before or instead of the normal version. I also liked how they put the number on the spoiler there and made the flares on the side red. Looks pretty sweet. And on the back, you have Never Tire Again and Sputter Stop. Same slogans that were on the sides. And this side looks to be exactly the same. Here is the base. Now let's do a little comparison, even though they are extremely different. He does have this matte black finish, which is pretty cool. Versus the gray, of course. His headlights are a little different, doesn't have the blue flare. Let me know what you guys think about Jackson Storm here. Is he your favorite, least favorite, middle of the road for you guys? I'm not really sure how people think about him, but I'm not a huge fan. He looks just really like exotic, and that's one of the reasons that, I like him a little bit, but compared to the other ones we got here, he doesn't really stand up. Moving on to Cal Weathers now, we're going to switch back and forth between stock car and next gen, but I really like this guy. He looks amazing. Probably my favorite from the series, like I mentioned. One thing that I really appreciate is that they changed up the expression, and they did that for Ponchy and Herb as well. Not Reb and Jackson, though, or McQueen, of course. Their paint jobs are extremely different. The only commonality is the blue. We got like a baby blue versus a very vibrant blue. Nothing on the hood, which I do like, especially, with most of these. They don't have anything on the hood, which is something that is pretty, just classic. Makes things simpler, and I like that. But on the front bumper here, you do a 42 and 42 with the vents, which is a little strange because he didn't have vents before. So that would mean he would have to have those added, which I just find a little strange for a stock car. But anyway, it does happen to some. There are some stock cars out there that have them, like Reb Meeker. On the side here, it looks like, what does that say? The Plano Supermarket? Plana Supermarket in Bristol, Tennessee. That's pretty sweet. I like that. I like how they put some towns on here. You have the revolting logo again, and then Southern Gasoline Oil. Gold, not oil. What am I reading? Drink, what does that say? Sludge Cola. That's pretty sweet because it reminds me of the sponsor in Cars 1 that was in a racer it was I never used called Sludgy with a couple E's. And then we got it again there, Sludge Cola. It'll give you a jump start. I like that. So it seems like that is his main sponsor. We do have a motor oil logo over here, which we have seen before because, I think Mater came with like a motor oil cup or in like a chase single or something like that, if I remember correctly. On the roof here, we got Cal Weathers. I do like that they're putting the name on most of these guys because we don't really see that too often. 42 right there. It does bother me that the 4 is cut off. Is that just on mine? Yes, it is just on mine, of course, because on my second one, it does come to a point there. If you can see that the 4 comes to that point. So it looks like I got a little bad decal, but no big deal. It's not a huge deal. Got the roof flaps, of course. Nothing in this back space right there, which is fine with me. Got the gas cap. Same spot as before. They did remove the Lightyear text. Made his rims gray, which they did with Jackson as well. On the back, you have the drink Sludge Cola again. It'll give you a jump start. You got the bottle with some, fizz coming out of it, so that's pretty cool. He's got different taillights. Interesting. I like him a lot. And then this side is exactly the same. It would be cool if they changed up some of the sides on these like they do with some of the next gens, like one side is different from the other. And that's something I also appreciate, because it's like attention to detail. If we can get the lighting properly, that would be great. But anyway, yeah, that's something Pixar does. It's not Mattel. Mattel does have power over the expression changes though. Now going back to next gens, we got Herb Curbler over here. Now Herb, of course, looks extremely different. There's like nothing similar. You could have called this guy H.J. Hollis or any other next gen with the same spoiler and body. You couldn't, I guess, call it H.J. because he has a different spoiler, but still, the expression is a little bit similar. And yeah, this guy really could be any next gen just because he has no real similarity to Herb. Like, the green is gone, but, of course, you do have the number and the name. That's interesting. Herb is in quotes, so maybe that's like a nickname for him. It's not his actual name because it's in quotes. And the 54, of course. Now, this guy has a nice silver bumper with the vents. Different vents than what he has previously, or normally, I should say. Make Way. That's a cool little rocket. I like that. I wonder what it's supposed to be, like what business. But it looks like that's his like sponsor because you can see how like the stripes from behind it, like the motion imagery or like the motion stripes. I don't know how to explain it, but that is also illustrated on 54 there. You can see how it's like moving. So that's pretty sweet. It does say Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That's a nice beach right there. It's got like gunmetal gray rims with the Lightyear text. It's weird that he kept the text and some of the other ones lost it. You got the exhaust pipes, Southern Gold high-test gasoline, so that's a larger version of what we saw there. 54 Southern Gold high-test gasoline, so I guess that's his main sponsor, not this Make Way or whatever that's supposed to be. He does have window bars, which he didn't have before. It seems like they're giving that to all the next gens nowadays. Southern Gold high-test gasoline with the rookie stripes. In my opinion, if I were the Mattel CEO or the director or whoever was in charge, I would have removed the stripes, but that's just me. Here's the base. Alright, so that's it for Herb. I like him a lot. I like the like maroon and gold. Reminds me of that Jet Robinson, who I'll put a picture of right there, who should be coming out as a die cast because they have like similar paint schemes. Here we got Ponchy Wipeout. Now this guy I find interesting because they really changed up the expression on this guy from his normal version. But it's completely fine with me. This is another one where you could really just call it any next gen, or not next gen, stock car. Man, I'm all over the place today. You could have called this guy Terry Cargas or any of them, to be honest. Like Murray Clutchburn. I think Murray Clutchburn would have actually been a better choice because of the orange color. But anyway, you got the bolts there on the hood that are kind of glowy. They like stand out. You got the headlights, grill, smile. Smile looks to be the same. His text is removed on the tires. They are now gray instead of yellow. Grendel Oil Company. Cool stuff. We have the Southern Gasoline Gold logo again. Aw, come on. We got a repeat town, Myrtle Beach, California again. Man, I was hoping that each one would be different. 90 on the side there, of course, maintaining his number just in a retro way. Grendel again. Frost Star air filter. Number 1 in quality. That's cool. Got revolting again, the gas cap. Should probably do these a little bit more side by side, but there's really no point since they're just so different. Anyway, you do have rusty dipstick. What? No way. Why did they not put Punchy Wipeout? That is so weird. They did all the correct names and then they put rusty dipstick, which sounds like the name of the racer he's trying to emulate. Because all these guys, except for McQueen, are trying to like emulate a racer from the past. You know what I'm saying? McQueen is probably trying to emulate Doc. But the other ones, like I'm pretty sure Herb is trying to be like Jet Robinson, who I showed the picture of. But maybe he's trying to be like Rusty Dipstick and he just forgot to put his name there. Or he liked Rusty so much that he thought they wanted to keep the name there. I just find that a little weird. I do like the silver outline around the back window, though. Something that they only did on Jackson and Ponchy. I like the simple look on the back here. You just have 90 there with the camera. Nothing like clogging the back up like they kind of did with Cal. Well, I guess that's not too bad. Where's one that they really clogged? That's not bad. Yeah, that one's a little clogged with the two different sponsors there. I like this, nice and simple. And his paint job's pretty sweet with like the gray and orange. It looks really good together. And here is the base. I've been droning on. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I've said so many weird things today. But I've been droning on about these guys for a long time now. So I'm going to finish up the video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below which one of these is your favorite. I have to go with Cal, and then Ponchy, then Herb, then McQueen, then Jackson. McQueen's cool, but you know, he's nothing like brand new. Like, it's not really a new paint job. And also let me know, Fireball Beach versus Thomasville, who wins? I think it's pretty easy. Everyone would probably choose Thomasville. At least that's what I think. Who knows? And yeah, hopefully I can get Reb Meeker, the Thomasville version of this guy soon, because he looks pretty sweet, and I like to see the little details, like what town it says, because I didn't know about that. It's pretty awesome. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now. Wait 1 second. I got some bonus content for those who sticked around through the entire video. Plus, since I don't have Reb, I thought I had to make up for it somehow. So I do have this Tomica version of Leroy Hemming, who's one of the old Thomasville racers who raced against Doc. And he has some of the similar like details that I want to just compare and show off, because why not? So his town is Orlando, Florida. He does have that revolting logo that we've seen on almost all of these guys. It's just a little bit smaller. His sponsor looks to be like Fairdale Valley Dealers, or Revolting actually. What am I talking about? His number is 300, which is quite high. Full power and long lasting. World's fastest stock sedan. Production model stock sedan. This car qualified at 130.293 miles per hour. That's pretty cool. I like that. And his license plate is a Leroy. So Mattel is supposed to make this guy soon. Leroy Hemming. And hopefully they do, because, you know, Tomica, they're a little small, but the details are still there. I'm glad I got this guy. Someone bought it actually from China because they thought it would be cool to add to their Mattel collection. They realized it was too small, and they're like, screw this, and then decided to sell it to me. So it was nice because I didn't have to wait that long to get it from Japan. This was like 2 days, so that was pretty sweet actually. Anyway, that is all. These guys all look amazing together. So that's all, for real this time.